Example 7 is y cubed plus 14y squared plus 49y equals 0. Okay, this is not exactly a quadratic because it does have a degree of 3, but we can solve it the same way. Okay, this degree of 3 tells me that I should have 3 solutions at the end, okay, most of the time. So is it in standard form? Well, everything is in descending order and it's equal to 0, so it's in standard form. Next step is to factor. First, I see I have a greatest common factor because they all have a y. Okay, so I'm going to factor out a y, which will leave me with y squared plus 14y plus 49 equals 0. Okay, then I still need to factor this trinomial that's in the parentheses. Okay, it is a perfect square trinomial if I recognize I have y squared and 49. So that would be y times y, and the square root of 49 is 7 times 7. And remember, 7 plus 7 would give me the 14 in the middle. Both the signs would be positive. Okay, or I could look at this and factor it just by the same methods that we did earlier, previously. Okay, well now it's factored. Set each factor equal to 0, including my greatest common factor because it's a variable. So y equals 0, y plus 7 equals 0, y plus 7 equals 0. When we have them exactly the same, we know when we subtract, we're going to get y equals negative 7 for both of these. Okay, there are 3 solutions that we get, but as far as writing out your answer, you only need to include just one negative 7. Okay, so 0 would be included, and then negative 7 as my solution. Okay, example 8. 23x cubed minus 4x squared equals 20x. Okay, it's not in standard form, so the first thing we want to do is rewrite this. Subtract the 20x so that I have it equal to 0. And we always want to make sure that these terms are in the right order, which they are, highest degree to lowest. Next, we're going to factor. So is there a greatest common factor? Well, we'll go into each term. Okay, 4 will go into each term, and they all have an x. Okay, so if I divide or factor out this 4 into 24 would be 6x squared. 4x into negative 4x would be negative 1x. 4 into negative 20 would be negative 5. No x left. Okay, so then I'm still left with a trinomial here that I need to factor. So I would multiply 6 times negative 5 is negative 30. Make a list, all the factors of 30. And what are we looking for? Because it's a negative, we're looking for which two numbers will subtract to be negative 1, okay, which will be a positive 5 and a negative 6. So I would have positive 5x, negative 6x, divide by the first term, which is 6x squared, reduce, so this will reduce to 5 over 6x. This will reduce to negative 1 over x. So bottom to top, when I rewrite my problem, I'm going to have 4x. My first trinomial would come from the first term here, so that would be 6x plus 5. The second binomial here, x minus 1 equals 0. Okay, we could check this if we wanted to by using the full method, but now we have it factored. So I said each factor equal to 0. 4x equals 0, 6x plus 5 equals 0, and x minus 1 equals 0. Solve each one. So divide by 4 here would give me x equals 0 as one solution. Subtract 5, so 6x equals negative 5. Divide by 6, so x is equal to negative 5 sixths. And then x minus 1 equals 0. If I add 1, I get x is equal to 1. So my three solutions would be 0, negative 5 over 6, and 1. Okay, so again, you may see those braces as you type in your answer. It may already be provided there for you.